right, welcome in. Hey, welcome in. Whoops, here we go. Get ready. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay. Hey, welcome in. This is the Iron Man Mike podcast show. My name is Mike Ureta, and I'm broadcasting you after a long hiatus. I had a lot of bit of traveling on the road, and oh my gosh, about a month and a half on the road, and I had been traveling in many cities and states across America, continuing the journey. The hashtag Get Fit Across America with Iron Man Mike. Not only that, but I had been doing coast to coast, started in Hawaii back in May, and it is now a year later. Wow, I'm in North Carolina. Just have been traveling everywhere, and it's been an amazing opportunity to just travel everywhere. I'm currently live on social media on YouTube and Clapper. Hey, if you've not heard about Clapper, it's the new latest and greatest app that is streaming, that is just taking the airwaves on social media, and it is amazing. I'm currently sitting at about 115,000 followers. Matter of fact, I got a another fellow Marine that just popped in. Follow him, the B Man J. Great guy. And hey, if you want to come up and say hello for a minute and tell us about your military background, just raise your hand and you'll be live on the air with me if you'd like. Other than that, yeah, so I've been traveling around the country. I think I visited, if I counted properly, about 15 states, and I went to at least 20, maybe 30 cities. And I had been traveling a lot. And wow, we had to take a little bit of pause on the podcast because a lot of the hotels I had been staying in just had crappy internet. So I finally found a really cool hotel, which I like a lot. And it's the Holiday Express Inn. And believe it or not, they are just, they got some really good service, man. They're underrated, but letting you know, out of all of my stayed at, and about 10 to 15, excuse me, there was only one I had an issue with, and it was surprisingly, it was in, let's see, what state was that? I think it was New York. And it was just horrible. And I wasn't happy. Was it New York or Wisconsin? Shoot, now I can't recall. But at any rate, all the other ones, I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. All the other ones had been just fantastic. Great little breakfast. And they have the amenity. They have a gym. They have breakfast in the morning, and their customer service, all the locations were really, really nice, and I was really pleased to know that. So, anyway, hey, before I forget, I just want to let you know we are back. Ansel's not in today. He gets a pass. So Ansel isn't here in the show today. Ansel Brown is my co-host. So Ansel is a very cool dude, and he's a singer-songwriter. A little shout out to Ansel Brown right now. If you're following him on social media, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, Clapper, Instagram, and TikTok, he actually is a singer-songwriter. He's been in about 3 or 4 movies, and he's currently my co-host on a new show that we created called The Mike and Ansel Show. It's a podcast, and it's pretty cool. It's like a vlog. And he also started another show called Seriously Sophia. Seriously Sophia is about his daughter, who does a lot of cool things, and it's pretty neat. So definitely go on YouTube and Facebook and look for Seriously Sophia. A little plug for you, Ansel and little Sophia. So I've got asked to come join them on the movie set, and come do some filming. So I'm looking forward to doing that. They have a professional studio. Let me rephrase that. They have a professional videographer and director. And I got asked to come on there and do a couple little cameos. So who knows if it works out? It might be on there regularly. So that'll be pretty cool. So at any rate, stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, definitely go check out Seriously Sophia and check it out. Hey, currently we are streaming live on YouTube. If you want to check it out, go to on YouTube, search for Mike Urueta. And that's Mike, Mike, Urueta. And you can definitely check it out and see it live. We're streaming right now. Let's see. I don't think I hit the button for Facebook, but we're also live streaming right now on Clapper. My Clapper name is Iron Man Mike. So if you'd like to go to Clapper, it's the latest app there. Before you go there, reach out to me and I can send you a special discount code that'll get you some really cool stuff, a little bit of a discount, and you'll get an opportunity to make a little extra money, a certain percentage. I don't have that memorized, but reach out to me, send me a message if you want to check out the app. I'd be glad to send you a link that will get you connected immediately. So it's pretty cool. Other than that, I do have a store. You can get some Iron Man Mike merchandise on my store. That's MikeUreta.com. You can check it out. Those of you that are on my social media, you can click on my Clapper social media link up here on the very top, and you can check out the store. It's a website, MikeUreta.com, and then up on the top right or left, I forgot now, and I forget exactly, but at any rate, there's a drop down. You can check it out and you can see all the cool clothing and all kinds of really cool things that I have on there, like some really cool hats. So if you want to get a hat, definitely check it out. So, hey, real quick shout out to Physical Therapy and Wellness Center in Mooresville, North Carolina. They are our sponsor for this show today, and that's Physical Therapy and Balance Center. And I'll throw this up on the screen real quick so you can check it out. And that's Physical, that's Phyzical, Physical Therapy and Balance Center. Tips to, so if you want to check it out, definitely check them out and tell them that Iron Man Mike sent you. And basically, who is Physical Therapy? How are they different? They are Therapy and Balance Center is actively changing the healthcare landscape by providing patients with a higher level of one-on-one service and innovate patient care in areas of balance and vestibular therapy and fall prevention. They have highly skilled therapist providers who are also certified in areas such as orthopedic, concussion, neurological, and post-surgery rehabilitation. They have clinics and teams that are 100% focused on getting patients to the point of being able to love their life again and be able to be mobile. Don't forget to go say hello to Dr. Alex Lexi Haggard. She has a passion for assisting patients to get back into their loving, wonderful body where they were before. She actually helped me with my hamstring injuries. And man, I went and saw her for about 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months now. And even with my traveling, she gave me some activities and exercises. And real quick, I'll throw this in there. There it is, Dr. Lexi Haggard. And there you go. You guys can check that out. She is amazing. And definitely go in there and go talk to the gals in there, and they'll get you all set up. And set up your appointment. Let them know Iron Man Mike sent you. And great service, top notch. Couldn't ask for anything else because they just have friendly smiles and they're just great. I really like them a lot. So. All right, I got some mail a little bit ago, and I wanted to share something with y'all. So, my birthday is coming up, And my mom got me something, and it's pretty cool. It's this little booklet here. It's Remember When, Nostalgic, Look Back in Time. So there it is right there. So I'm letting both screens see that. I've got a couple of cameras going on. But it was pretty cool because it gave me an opportunity to look at the richness of lives and the memories we have forgotten. And let's take a look back in time real quick here. 1966 World News. China universities are closed in the face of the advancing Cultural Revolution. Under the leadership of President Charles de Gaulle, Gaulle, France withdraws from NATO in integrated military command structure. Botswana, Lesotho, um, hmm, and Guyana gain their independence from England. England wins its first World Cup over the West Germany in Wembley Stadium. Wembley. I said that one. I completely trashed that one there. Sorry about that. Don't send me any hate mail now. So let me just find some of the cool ones here. The US and the USSR sign a treaty to prohibit nuclear weapons in outer space. That was signed in 1966. That was world news. Amana was the top of the line refrigerator back in the day. So that was pretty cool. And thought that was interesting. But yeah, my mom found this for me. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Here's national news. Here we go. The Yankees are defeated by the White Sox in front of the smallest crowd ever at Yankee Stadium, 413 people. Capacity was 65,000. Wow, that wasn't a lot. 8 nurses are murdered in Chicago by, well, I won't get into who that was. Pennsylvania station is demolished in New York. The formation of the Black Panthers, a militant civil rights group in the United States, they increase dissatisfaction with nonviolent protest. The Supreme Court protects the rights of police suspects in Miranda versus Arizona. Interesting. Anyway, I think that's enough of this here. It just shows a lot of things. Oh, I do got to show you one more thing. This was the, not the penthouse, but maybe swimsuit edition back in 1966 cover model. There we go. So there we go. So that was it. So anyway, thank you, Mom, for sending that to me. And more in the news. So we had a podcast, one of our last podcasts. We actually had a story about abduction and aliens. That currently is the new latest that's going on across America right now. And yeah, that was pretty crazy there. So, hey, welcome in. I see a lot of you coming in. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are about aliens. Have you been abducted by aliens? And I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking about, a lot of these people are having these abductions from when they're sleeping. It's usually at night or in a car. And I'm not trying to repeat everything he said, but I found it interesting where he was driving with this. He was talking about people who are in a certain state of sleep, and when their mind is like in a psychedelic state, that's the endorphins and the serotonin levels that are released. Apparently, when your mind gets into this level, it's like tapping into another world. And they were talking about this book that somebody wrote from, I think they said Canada. I haven't researched it yet, so you can definitely do it if you'd like. But they were talking about that they were doing, these two doctors were doing surgery on an alien. And apparently it woke up in the middle of this and started uh, telepathy, mind talking to them during this, saying that he said something about he's sad because humans don't realize the advanced stages that they have that they don't realize that we have. And then Joe started sharing, and you can go to his podcast and check it out. Not that I'm trying to get you to leave mine, but he was also talking about how the difference is with being in a psychedelic state, that your mind, you can teleport your mind across the universe and communicate with others in other galaxies. And I started thinking about that, and I'm like, wow, that's definitely psychedelic. And man, it's just crazy how that can be. So so with that said, I'm gonna give me 30 seconds. Oh, it's hot in the studio, and I don't have the fan hooked up yet because I just moved into this new studio, so I need some water. There we go. That hit the spot. Got a little thirsty there. So yeah, so basically, having this advanced knowledge of where humans potentially can teleport your mind to, I thought that was intriguing, and it's very possible. So if you think about it, I think he's onto something, because how many times have you had dreams? And they also talked about this. Give credit to his podcast, Joe Rogan. That is. So think about it. When you have a dream and you're like, for example, if you have a nightmare, if it's scary, and you can make your mind like for example, here, let me change it up and give you a really good example. For a long time, every time I dreamt and had a dream, I could have a dream that I started running and just started flying like Superman, and I could fly at will in my dreams, going anywhere. And I shared this with some people, and they said, "Oh, that's because you." Actually, I can't remember what they said. I just remembered that it said that you had a positive outlook, or basically, it was just unique that you were able to control your dreams, and I could do it at will. And I just thought it was the coolest thing. And I'd go around flying, walk around in groups, and just like, hey, watch this, and like fly, and people are like, oh my god, that's amazing. So it's like you're on top of the world, you're successful. Oh, that's what it was. The person that was telling me, interpreting my dream, apparently they're able to, and they understood this. I don't remember if it was a medium or someone that anyway, I just remember the person said that they can tell you what different dreams mean. And apparently, there's books out there, and there's a lot of online information that you can also, at your disposal, check out. But isn't that amazing? I mean, I at will, I could just go fly, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I actually, when I was in the Marine Corps, I parachute jumped, and I did over 100 jumps, and I just remember, just each time I went on a jump, and when your parachute opens, it's such an amazing feeling when you can just float around the world. And when I say float around the world, I don't mean in one jump, but just different places in the world that you jump, and when you're just floating there, it's like you're floating in the sky, and it's such a cool feeling. That and what I haven't done yet are these guys that put on these wingsuits, and they base jump off these mountains, and they can go for miles, and they can travel all not quite vertical, but they're going down, but they're traveling fast. And I've seen some videos, and I've heard some stories where some people unfortunately push their limits, and crashed up against mountains and trees and buildings and so forth and died. They got killed. It's an extreme sport. Is it something I would do? Absolutely, if I had that opportunity. Matter of fact, I had a podcast with Tanya Lee Davis December. She had a show in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I hosted her at my home and studio, and she came and did a podcast. And we talked about parachute jumping. And matter of fact, I need to coordinate that. She says, "You coordinate it and get it set up, and I'll come jump." So I need to reach out to a local skydiving company and see if we can work something out, get some free jumps, and do some advertising with them. So that, hey, it's a win-win for both of us, right? So at any rate, that's going to be fun. And if we get that set up, which I need to follow through with that, actually, I haven't thought about it because I had to move, and hey, I'm moved now at the new place, and so we're excited. I got to put some stuff on the walls, so that'll be next. I have to set up the lights, got some shelving going up. So we got a lot working on in the studio. Plus, I want to put some soundboard up. Let me know how the feedback is today. With this is my first podcast in the new studio, and there is nothing on the walls yet. So we'll be working on that. It's an empty room at the moment. So hopefully there isn't too much echoing, but hopefully the equipment is working like it should be. So at any rate, I'm excited about being at the new location. And those of you who would like to join me on set to come watch a live podcast, I'm in Mooresville, North Carolina. If you happen to be in the area, drop me a line in advance so we can schedule you to be in the studio. Love to have. I like to interview just about everyone because I believe everyone has a story. And are you willing to share it though? Because a lot of us have gone through very similar situations in life, and you just got to, what did you do? How'd you get out of it? Your story could help someone else who could be struggling with a similar situation or issue that has occurred. Not every situation has to be negative. If you have a positive story, I'd love to chat with you about a positive story as well. So it's all up to you what you want to share with the world. Because, hey, keep in mind that this podcast is streaming worldwide. We have viewers and listeners from the UK, Wales, Australia, all over London, British. I've got some folks from Africa now, Brazil. I have some folks from Mexico, Canada, and of course, all 50 states. I have viewers from all over the world, and I'm very blessed to have that. And I appreciate all the letters and the just the sponsorship. Speaking of sponsorship, if you'd like to sponsor the Iron Man Mike podcast or the Mike and Ansel show, reach out to me and we can go ahead and also create a little commercial for you and reach out and share your story or your company or your product here on the Iron Man Mike show. So with that in mind, I have one other that I wanted to share. And this goes out to we have a team in Mooresville, custom framing, $25 off with this coupon, Lake Norman's Premier, Framing and Art Gallery, where artistry and technology collide. Four Corners Framing and Gallery, downtown Mooresville, 148 North Main Street, downtown historic Mooresville, North Carolina. And here you go. If you'd like to check out their website, it's FCFG Framing. That's F as in Frank, C as in Charlie, F as in Foxtrot, G as in Golf, and then the word framing.com. Check them out. If you want to get some custom framing done, here you go. Let them know that Iron Man Mike sent you. There you go. So I'd like to know how your day is going. It is Wednesday, September 13th. It's Happy Hump Day. And how is your week going? And those of you that are in the chat, if you would like to come up and say hello, let me know. I see Diana in here. Why don't you come up and say hello real quick? Put you on the spot. Let's see if we can get a random guest coming on up and have them come up. Sometimes I also like to make random phone calls. I like to call people. And matter of fact, you know what I just thought of? We should call Ansel. He is home playing hooky. He's supposed to be here in the studio. What do you guys say we give him a quick call? Uh-oh, light just went out. Oh, hey, there we go. paid our electricity bill. That was funny. So what do you guys say? Let's get a hold. Let me send Ansel a message real quick. Hey, those of you that are streaming right now, give me a moment. I'll be right back. We're gonna do a quick phone call. Hey, if you want to watch the live continue, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, YouTube, and you can actually click the link here, and you can go straight over there. I'm gonna switch screens, and I'm gonna go away off of Clapper for a minute. But if you want to watch the podcast, go to YouTube real quick. I have a link right here. There's a link right there you can click on, and that'll go straight to youtube.com /the @ symbol, and then the word Mike, Mike, my last name Urueta, and you can watch the show live. So I'll be right back on there. Let's see if we can give him a call. Actually, you know what? I was just texting him earlier, so let's give him a text. There we go. Let's see how this works. I bet you he does not answer his call. Oh, it's ringing. Can you guys hear it? He has caller ID, so he knows it's me. He's probably going to throw me into voicemail. Unless he's watching the show right now and he realizes, oh, shoot, Mike's calling. Yep. Oh, yeah. He's not answering. That's okay. He's got a 2.5-year-old that he's dealing with right now.
Please leave your message for.
All right, so he is not available. Not a problem. So we have some other people we can randomly call. Oh, I have an idea. Let's randomly call this person. Let's see if they answer. This is the Iron Man Mike podcast, randomly calling people in my phone. Let's see if they answer. Drum roll. We're striking out. We're not getting anybody answering their calls tonight. You know why? Because people know I call them randomly, and they know, oh, it is.
You call as a voicemail box.
Yep. They're like, uh-oh, Mike's calling. Let's not answer the phone during this time frame. Let's see. Who else is a good sport? Who else is a good sport that we can call randomly and mess with? No. Well, maybe. Let's try this person here. Let's see if they answer. All right, this is the third person. We'll see if this person answers. Oh my goodness. Striking out. 1, 2, 3. I guess we can call random people. Hey, if you have a phone number you'd like me to call, hey, I'll even call someone and we'll sing the song. So if you guys want some really cool phone calls, we can definitely do that as well. So let me know in the comments. There we go. All right, so I don't want to mess with too many people here. But other than that, though, so we took a month and a half off, had trouble with hotels, and man, it was just tough. It was very tough. Oh, you know what? I just saw one more person here. I bet you they're working now, but let's call this person here. Let's see if we can get lucky with this person here. Usually he answers, unless he's in a live. He does a lot of live radios
Please leave your
himself.
message for
Oh my goodness. Everyone, what time is it? It's that time of the day where everyone is doing something. And, oh, I should call my daughter and mess with her. She'd get pissed, though. Oh, my goodness. Well, we could do a shout out. Who do you guys want to do a shout out to? Hey, let me know in the comments who you guys want to do a shout out to. And, okay. Looks like my live is still going on Clapper, so that's good. Hey, I'm back. We're doing a phone call. That was fun. So basically took a month and I want to say a full month off, and had to move and had to do a lot of things. I do want to do a shout out to my daughters real quick, Amanda and my grandbabies. Love you all very much. I hope you're having hope you had a wonderful summer. And I know school started again, so definitely dealing with, the youngest started, or the oldest of my grandkids started kindergarten. So that's exciting. And then, of course, my grandson, he's in preschool, so very exciting. Cute kids. So Amanda, I hope you're doing great. And then, of course, I've got Mariah and Daniel. That's my daughter and her boyfriend. They are amazing. And I'm actually going to go see them this October, the beginning of October. So that'll be fun. And then, of course, there's Haley, Nevaeh, and Emma. Just barely adults, and then one still a minor. And I won't mention them too much just because privacy stuff. But anyway, love you all. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening, and I love you. All right, so that's my shout out to my kids, and then of course I've got my two stepsons, Justin and Jared, and of course Kat. So I hope they're all having an amazing time in Japan, and that's also and then Jared moved to the Bay Area. So hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful day. And all right, so that's my shout out to my family. Love you all, miss you all like a lot. So I hope you're having a great day. And I'm just seeing a lot of people coming into the chat here on Clapper, and so I'm just trying to say hello real quick. Anyway, just wanted to thank you all. Oh, I have some great news I wanted to share with y'all. I tried out for a play. And this play, I have a book. So I'm doing this play. It's called The Wings of Dracula. And I'm currently doing a lot of rehearsal. And I do that every night. And I can't give you any of the lines or any of the scripts, but I'm practicing for a live performance. Wait, let me rephrase that. It's online live, not like in person like Broadway. But we're doing the play online, so it's all voice. And I'll give you a sneak peek real quick of my character. I can read you my character. And I had to come up with, in a few days, a British accent. And my character is Dr. Jack Seward, in his 30s, male doctor, owns and operates a women's sanitarium, former army officer. Once a future friend of Arthur and Quincy, deeply in love with Lucy, even more deeply, feels alone. And so that is the voice of Dr. Seward. Jack Seward is my voice for my character online. Oh, guess what? Oh, I just hit the wrong button. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Let me try hitting that again there. How do I add him in? Let me try it again. All right. I had somebody calling me back. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Where am I at? Recent calls. There we go. All right, here we go.
Yo,
Hey, you wanted to have fun for a minute?
sure.
Hey, go into my live on Clapper.
What you got going on over there?
Oh, you'll see. And make sure you raise your hand and come up.
All right, well, all right, I might do that. My hair's a mess, but anyway, yeah, I'll see you there.
Put a hat, put a ball cap on.
All right.
All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here with a friend of mine. Oh man, I keep hitting the. I don't know what I keep doing. I gotta move some cords around. I'm still setting things up, so. All right. Well, we're waiting for him to come in. In the meantime, what was I saying? So we have been doing a lot of just moving, packing, setting up. Matter of fact, I barely got the equipment set up on Facebook. In the studio here. So it's been a ordeal getting everything straightened out and getting things put together here. All right, he is here. So let's see here. Oh boy.
What you doing to me, boss man?
Hey, Rooster, welcome to the Iron Man Mike podcast. You're live here across the world on YouTube, Facebook, Clapper, Instagram, and around the world. So say hello to all of our guests here in TV online land.
Well, if I can get this microphone to stand still, then we'll be in business.
There
Hello,
we go.
everybody. Welcome to Iron Man Mike's podcast. What is your podcast called?
The Iron Man Mike show right here. See the hat?
Got it.
The Iron Man, and then there's a microphone. It's a hidden metaphor. It's a hidden metaphor for Mike. Get it? Mike show. The Iron Man Mike show.
Man, you got me on a bad day, brother. My eyes insulated an attic yesterday, and I can't see myself in this camera.
Well,
Here we
guess
go.
what? The
In
Clapper.
an attic yesterday, and my eyes have been swelled closed most of the day today. So I
Well,
guess that's
I just
gotta
needed
keep
your
allergies.
voice. I just
Right
needed your
on,
voice
right.
because on Clapper they see you, but on all the other platforms they do not see you. So that's okay.
Well,
So, hey, you and I have been friends for almost 3 years now. So, first of all, I wanted to welcome you on the Iron Man Mike podcast show. And I'm finally able to set up my equipment. Got it set up last night. Technically, I only got one mic, one headset, just mine set up. The other three aren't even hooked up yet. I still got a route wire. I got about 2, maybe 3 hours left, and I haven't hung anything on the walls yet. So I'm planning on doing that. And I saw this really cool picture, shelving made out of metal that I'm going to actually install on my walls and just give it that like manly garage, cool vibe look. I'm going to spray paint it glossy black with a back plywood hanging on the wall and make that black. And I'm thinking about putting the logo on it with the black back, or just do my own freehand artwork on it. So I haven't decided yet, but
you know what I would do if I was you? If I was going to make a sign, I would go look in the salvage yards and everywhere I could, and I would find me a piece of tin that's big enough for your sign. Find one that's got some rust on it. Find some that's got some pit marks in it, maybe even a wrinkle or a dent, and definitely some holes in it. treat it just like it's a brand new piece of steel. Put your sign on that, give it a rugged look, and make sure you include your insignia from the military on it, and it'll go over real well. So there's some techniques that you can do with iron that are friggin' awesome. I mean, you can turn iron green like copper whenever it oxidizes. There's some really cool effects that you can do out there with iron these days. So the iron industry has changed a whole lot from the decorative point. For years and years, everybody just wanted to spray paint it black. Well, you very seldom see iron spray painted black anymore because there's just too many effects that one can do with it now. So check out your options. You might decide to go another way.
So I like the idea, but what I'm creating is shelves that are going to be in the podcast. It won't even be filmed. It'll just be off to the side where when guests come into the studio, they'll see all the trinkets and things that I put on there. And that'll be on a wall behind, in front of me on the other side of the camera. So I'm
Right on.
definitely trying to make the studio kind of pop a little bit so when people come in. But regarding a sign, I'm thinking about creating a neon sign. That'd be really cool because we got two shows now. We have the Mike and Ansel podcast, and we have the Iron Man Mike show podcast. So
Again, more advice. Argon gas is being depleted in the world. We have a very short supply of it left. So neon lights are phasing out and LEDs are taking over. You might consider going to an LED style of light. You can get almost the same effect, not quite. They haven't found anything that's excitable like argon gas, and like I say, it's really, really hard to find and expensive. So you might
hmm.
consider a different kind of light.
Oh, that's a great idea. Well, anyone who is watching the podcast, we're looking for more sponsors. So if you'd like to get some advertising on the podcast, we can talk about maybe you creating a sign for us. Let me know. That would be outstanding. And hey, talking about resources, you and I had this conversation about 4 days ago. Got to reach out to my audience and those of you that follow us. If you have some resources or a small business, definitely reach out. Absolutely. Hey, I was sharing people about I got casted for the Wings of Dracula. So since you're on here, you want to tell everyone the date?
Yes, here on Clapper, we are performing nice mock up, Mike. I love it. Is that the folder that you made for your script?
Yes.
Beautiful. I love it. So we are performing Wings of Dracula October 1st. It's a Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Come out, enjoy a great story by a great author, and see some really good creators from here on Clapper perform this. So we, I want to go ahead and say this. I'm live and I don't mind doing it. A miraculous thing happens every time we put a cast together for a play. Somewhere in the midst of that, they begin to act as a group. We actually got to witness and see that Tuesday night in rehearsal. After rehearsal, we had several members speak up, state their opinions. We watched the whole entire cast come together as a group, a performing group as one. It's a very unique thing that we have experienced since we started Clapper Theater. Uh, for me and Diva and for Mr. E, that's like a little reward for us. We give it a high thumbs up whenever we see that happening. We get new creators in that don't know other creators. Oftentimes, they meet for the first time in Clapper Theater. They perform a play, and we get these little families that are born each time we do it. It's a great experience. If you ever want to come out and try out, we'd love to have you. Again, we are performing Wings of Dracula Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clapper.
And then what's the date one more time?
It's October 1st, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and that is a Sunday.
I thought originally you said it was going to be October 31st or 30th.
October 1st, yeah. Sunday, October 1st. That's 3 weeks from this Sunday.
Gotcha.
So have you been in the chat today?
I have not. I had to work all day, and then I was finishing up.
You really need to check the chat because some things changed today, heavy duty things. So you're going to want to read back to all of the messages. Go back to whatever your notice is and read down forward because the last message dropped in there was immediately after rehearsal on Tuesday night. Everything that's in there from that point is new information and it pertains to you directly. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
everyone else in the cast. So, we made some changes today. So, you need to go in, you need to vote on the topic that's at the top of that discussion and be prepared. So, you guys put everybody on their A game last night. Comments and the things that y'all said the other night was absolutely beautiful. Afterwards, I chatted Diva up and I said, "Man, it is awesome. This is amazing. They're governing themselves. We don't have to tell them to bring their A game to step it up. Everybody's in place. Everybody knows what needs to be done, and everybody's working their butts off to make this the best performance ever. And I just appreciate all of y'all so much that give us your time.
Well, hopefully I wasn't too direct with everyone when I said, "Hey, practice should be at the time it's designated." That
No, and that's
did
one
that
of the
set the
things that you'll
tone?
see when you read the chat tonight that I dropped in. Starting this next week, everybody comes in. We start on time. Everybody brings their A game. Y'all are all doing amazing. Um, and you're going to have to go read the chat. I'm not going to drop this, but we dropped a brand new rehearsal date on y'all today, and it's mandatory. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So we are going to 3 days a week. We only have 2 weeks worth of rehearsal left and 2 Sundays. So, are actually 3 weeks of rehearsal and 2 weeks of Sunday. So we have a new plan, and we're going to be going over Act One and Act Two like we've been doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Sundays, we are going to run through the entire script, but only on Sundays. And we now have a mandatory rehearsal each Sunday. So you're going to have to go read the chat, Mike. Catch up.
Fantastic. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining the Iron Man Mike podcast. And hey, Mr. Rooster, why don't you share everyone what you're talking about? Those that are just joining us right now, tell them your role and what this is all about.
I am the creator and producer of Clapper Theater. We perform plays in radios on an app called Clapper, much like what was done during the late 1940s, early 1950s, before the advent of TV. Uh, and so we perform these plays for sometimes large audiences. And we've done a number of plays. We've even written some of our own plays. We do have an upcoming performance on October 1st, Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be performing Wings of Dracula.
Fantastic.
And I understand that in this particular play, you're doing something a little bit unique and a little bit outside of your character. Uh, there you go, perfect right there. And you're doing something a little bit unique this time with your vocal abilities. Would you like to give us a sample of The Good Doctor? You can't go into the script, but you can utilize the voice for just a minute, just to show the fans what Iron Man Mike brings to Clapper Theater.
Well, I gave a little sample a little bit ago, but I will just read my description of the character that I will be performing.
That's acceptable.
All right. I figured it was. Okay. My character is Dr. Jack Seward, 30s, male. The doctor owns and operates a women's sanitarium, former military army officer, once a future friend of Arthur and Quincy, deeply in love with Lucy, even more deeply feels alone. And my mother would be so happy and just flabbergasted. Oh, said the word wrong. With understanding the role that I am playing. So those think that this voice is more masculine than others. there.
Fantastic. You know what? That's one of the things that I do love about Clapper Theater. Even as adults, it gives us a chance to use our imagination, to use some of those hidden talents that we all keep down deep inside of us. We get to learn and grow as individuals by the parts that we're cast into. It's just an all-around great experience for for everyone that chooses to be in it. And Mike, you had not yet been in any of the productions for Clapper Theater, and when I told you we had something up and coming and that we were getting ready to do auditions, you blew my mind. You said, "Man, be sure and notify me. Let me know. I definitely want to audition." And I was thinking, "What? Iron Man Mike wants to compete? Oh,
I
this will
always
be
wanted
great."
to be in a play.
And your kids, your daughter, just blew my mind. They were so excited whenever you told them that you were going to be performing, and you got to have another unique. I'm telling on you, brother. This is the Iron Man Mike show. If I can put him on the spot, I'm going to do it. I think
Go
that's
for
why he
it.
pulled me up. So he's in the airport a couple weeks ago. Travels for business quite often, and he's sitting in the airport and it's rehearsal time. And so he tries to find himself a quiet place. But where do you do that in an airport, right? There's always people there. So he finds him a quiet place and I think a nearby restaurant and orders something and begins the rehearsal. And as he's rehearsing, he has all of these people gathered around him in their booths and stuff, and they're all being completely quiet and they're listening to Mike run his line. Of course, they can't hear the remainder of us that are in the rehearsal practicing. They can only hear Mike running his lines. And I told him afterwards, I said, I could just see those people on their cell phones. Yeah, I'm in this restaurant at the airport. I got some really famous guy in front of me. He's running lines for this great new movie that they're doing. You should hear him. He's excellent, you know. So we had a good time with that. We kind of picked on Mike a little bit though, but you got a little nervous in front of all those people for about that long, and then you snapped and said, "Oh, I'm in rehearsal." I said, "I don't have time to be nervous," and you got
Exactly.
right back to it. So tell us a little bit about that. How that kind of had to feel weird. I've been there.
So, yeah, so I think was I in Houston or Atlanta? I think I was in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was on waiting for a return flight, and I was in the airport, and my flight was at, I think it was like at 10:30 or 9:30, and I think it was at 10:30. And you can't be in the airport no less than 4 hours prior to your flight. So I got to the airport just under 4 hours. So I was able to get in, got checked in, and got my luggage squared away. And I realized, oh, I'm going through security. So I remember opening up Telegram and telling you. Remember, I told you I'm like, hey, I'm going through security. I need a few minutes. So got through security, and I'm like trying to get to my gate because I figured at least if I'm at a gate, I could like be comfortable and not worry about missing my flight because I didn't know how long rehearsal would be that night. So I went ahead and got to my gate, and the announcer on the radio, flight number 2609 to Philadelphia. Your party Johnson, we're waiting for you at the gate. It's just like I kept hearing announcements, and I'm like, where can I go? And then all of a sudden I saw a restaurant, and I saw way in the back. And then so I went into the restaurant, went way to the back of it, and sure enough, the fading of the announcement was out in the lobby, not inside this restaurant. And I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Nice little quiet spot. And there was nobody around at that time when I sat down. So I sat down, got everything all organized, went and got some water. And sure enough, little by little, people start showing up, sitting around me. And I'm like, oh man. And then so I just said F it and just, I had my script with me. And so I started saying my lines. And about 5 lines into it, I had looked up. And when I looked up, I did not realize the crowd that gathered, which was around 30 people in the back. And they weren't all just sitting there at a table. Some of them were standing. I saw a lot of cell phones out. And I'm like, all of a sudden I got super duper nervous and like, oh. And then I looked up when I was reading the line and I saw somebody looking at me and while they were eating. And then I looked over at another table, and the first person I looked at, when I looked over, I got super nervous. But when I glanced over to look at the other table, I saw a woman and a young daughter. They were like going like that. They gave me a thumbs up. And soon as I saw that, and then I heard somebody go like that, like started clapping like in the background. And this was like in the beginning. And then I'm like, in that moment of like feeling utterly embarrassed and like uncomfortable to the next moment when I glanced at the other table to like feeling relaxed. And then that's when I think I just got ready for my next line and just started nailing them. And I was doing as best as I can in the airport, regardless, trying to turn the pages and so forth. But yeah, so that was the feeling. And then towards the end, there was so many, there's even more people that gathered. There was just a lot of people in there. And I felt like I had been on stage performing in front of people, even though I was sitting at a table, opening up my script and just reading a line into into my phone. So there we go.
I appreciate you pulling me up on here. We mentioned the app that we perform on it a couple times, and it's only fitting that we do a plug for the app.
Oh, I talk
Um,
about Clapper all the time.
yeah, and this app, this community, it's not like any other social media platform. You'll find no social media platform on the internet quite like Clapper. It's about community here. It's about individuals being who they are, uh, bringing their true self out, bettering themselves every day, and helping out their fellow creator. We strive to build community here on this app. Most of us that have been here for 3 years, or a little over 3 years now, we all know each other. We help the younger creators out. We help them find their content. We help them dream a little bit. We help them push their ideas. So Clapper's a great place to truly be yourself out. So if you haven't downloaded it, go to the Play Store, go to the Apple Store, download Clapper, create a username, and be your authentic self. No BS over here. You don't have to pretend to be anybody. Bring you. That's who we want.
Absolutely. Clapper is be heard, be seen, be valued. Clapper is one of the top, in the last few months, the top leading downloadable apps on the social media platforms all across the world. Clapper is the new latest and greatest application that is taking the airwaves by storm. When the whole scare of TikTok being closed, we had a whole influx of Clapper TikTok creators coming over, and man, it was amazing to see all these really cool characters. Obviously, it brought over some slime, and some people that are, what do they call them? What's the term? Lurkers. What do you guys call them?
Yeah, trolls.
Trolls. There we go. Lurkers, trolls. So a bunch of trolls were coming over and trying to mess with some of the young ladies and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, speaking of young ladies and young men, you have to be 18 years or older to be on this app. So there's no little girls twerking and any of that stuff. Matter of fact, we don't have adults over here twerking either. And if they are, we tell them to kick rocks. That's not the type of app this is. This is an app for content creators to come and be creative, have positive influence on others. And that's what I really love about the app. I've been on the app almost 3 years now. Um, and it's been amazing. I've known Mr. Rooster now, what, 2.5 years roughly? Something like that.
No, you don't hear.
Uh-oh, you were roboting, sir.
Haven't you been here 3 years now?
No, the app has been here 3 years. It started in July, August, September, October, November. So November, December, I forgot what month now. It'll be a year. I think it's November. So in November 17th or 24th, I forgot. I looked it up at one time, my last video. But yeah, it'll be a year. Um, It'll be 3 years then. It's not quite 3 years yet.
1 month.
So let's see. Hey, Juan. Hey, Iron Man looking pro. I see you working in the set. Hey, today is the first day at the new studio. It's not quite set up yet, nothing on the walls yet. But hey, I got a future guest in the house. I'd like to bring you up to say hello to a little bit of a bite teaser. If you are available to come up for a minute, raise your hand, and I'd love to introduce you to Mr. Rooster here and to the Iron Man Mike Show community. We're currently streaming live right now on YouTube and on Clapper. So if you'd like to come up for a minute and say hello, I got a future guest who we're going to be talking about kitchen stuff. This is going to be a lot of fun. So if you can come up for a minute, come on up, sir. Love to have you up
And
too.
while you're waiting for him to come up, I'll answer your question. I've been here a little over 3 years, so I got lucky. Whenever I first found this app, I listened through another user's phone for a couple months. Back in the day, it was all about one topic on here, and I was really heavily into that topic at that time. After listening and commenting through somebody else's phone for 2 months, I couldn't help but to make a profile and come on. And I found myself here. I found a great place to truly be me, to bring out some of my ideas into this community. I run a little newspaper here on the app. I've since started a Latin newspaper. We have Clapper Theater. Again, y'all, this is a fantastic app. If you want a place that you can truly come and be you and have people really flock to you, this is your app. One of my favorite things about this app, before I drop down, I got to take my dinner out of the oven. Uh, my favorite thing about this app is the uniqueness that each individual brings to this app, whether it be a radio show, a podcast like Iron Man Mike does here, their live, or their arts and crafts, their art, whatever they do. This is truly a place where you can showcase yourself and promote others as you find and meet them. So y'all come download this app.
All right, fantastic. Hey, you can mute yourself. You can stay in. You don't have to leave because you might want to chime in later. But I'm gonna let's introduce Mr. Julio. Hey, welcome in, Mr. Julio, the foodie. Met him in Dallas, Texas, about a month and a half ago at the Dallas Creators Meetup for Clapper. So he was one of our sponsored food companies that sponsored some food there. So hey, welcome in. Go ahead and introduce yourself, your name, and where you're from, and your company, and your credentials.
Hey, what's up, man? Great,
Oh,
great to see you. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm happy for what you're working on your podcast. I'm excited for you, man.
thank you. So go ahead and introduce your full name.
My name is Julio Garcia, but I'm known on different platforms as Julio the Foodie.
Julio the Foodie. So if you guys would like to follow Julio the Foodie, find him on all social. What social media platforms are you on?
I'm currently on Clapper, Instagram, Facebook, and
TikTok.
and TikTok. Yeah,
There you
I
go.
was like missing one.
Yep, got it. I think I'm following you on all of them too, by the way. So that's fantastic. So yeah, we had a chance to meet. I asked you if you wanted to be a guest and on my podcast, but unfortunately, I had been traveling, so I had this is my first show back in my new studio because when I got back from my trips, I had to move, and that took me that took me like 30 days to get from the beginning to moving to the new home and getting everything set. Matter of fact, I'm still setting up the studio. The studio. I just got the equipment set up, and I still have to get the rest of it set up. Nothing's on the walls, so I have a lot of work ahead of me. I actually had another content creator actually came over last weekend and came in and helped me. Um, set up some things and gave me some ideas, and so that's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun building some really cool shelving. I'll create a video doing that. That'll be fun. But so you're a chef. Tell everyone your credentials and what your company and your restaurant is.
Well, I'm actually not a chef, or I should say I've never considered myself a chef. I have a really big passion for food. Um, and I actually have a restaurant where we just make like authentic Mexican food. I'm originally from Mexico City, so I like to introduce like one of those experiences where people like in Mexico City. If you ever been in Mexico City, there's like a lot of like food stands like out in the streets, and that's actually how the term came from. You know, street tacos or street food. And I always love that experience, you know, to support and to help like those little stands, and the food is very delicious. So I've always been inspired to, you know, just do something that introduces a part of where I'm from, which is Mexico City, and is known to be like one of those places where people can get some really delicious, authentic street food. So that's basically like what I decided to do in my business. And the name of the business is actually like a word that like a very common word that we use in Spanish. Uh, like for example, the expression it means like in English is when you're like when you really like something or you try something you're like oh cool you know. So the name of my restaurant is El Que Chido because in Spanish when we say oh que chido it means like oh cool you know like that's cool.
Oh,
So
Chiquito?
que chido
Que Cheeto.
chido yeah.
Que
So
Cheeto.
like even if you look for an emoji or something that says the word chido, they always put this, you know, like because you're like, oh, you know, cool, like
Oh,
chido.
okay. Hey, that's good
So
to know. So, those of you that are watching the podcast, yeah, so it's this little like cool symbol sign. So, that is fantastic. Well, I appreciate you coming up, and I know we're going to set up a date and time to have you on the podcast. We'll have our own show, and I look forward to that. And man, if you happen to be in North Carolina and want to come out here to the studio, we could actually set up the kitchen and we could do like an in studio kitchen, creating and making some food. That would be fun. So
yeah,
if you ever happen to be in the North Carolina, Mooresville, Charlotte, North Carolina area, that'd be a great opportunity. But in the meantime, we can also do it live through Zoom and some other opportunities. So that's currently how we can do it for the next one.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Fantastic. All right. So, yeah, anything you want to share with everyone that they can look forward to for the podcasts? And we definitely need to nail down a show for sure. And by the way, as Rooster put, I actually cook as well. I used to do Sunday live cooking probably for almost a year. I did that with Jenny, Princess Luna, and a few others. And we just did different cooking battles, PK battles. It was a lot of fun. So we'll probably try
So
and
cool.
get that started again. And then Rooster, who was just up here, he actually does Sunday cooking lives himself. He started doing those, and he's done a few now. He's actually a really good cook himself.
Wow, that's cool,
Yep.
man. That's a really cool idea.
You know what we should do, Rooster, is we should do a Sunday where we can all do a cooking where we're all on a live doing a cooking. So everyone should be cooking. Or another thought is we can all buy the same ingredients, and then we can we can learn on how to make different things. Like if you have street tacos, maybe you can let us know in advance the ingredients, and then we can watch you and duplicate what you're doing, and just do an all day cooking live, or a cooking tutorial, or we can share different recipes because I have some really cool recipes as well. But yeah, that could be a lot of fun. What are you guys'
Yeah,
thoughts?
I'm down. I actually did, and maybe something cool too, since the cold weather is coming. And that's a product that I just launched on my shop. I've been working on some stuff. Um, I don't know if you've seen, but I do have like a nonprofit that I'm building as well, like where we feed the seniors, people that have been neglected or abandoned at senior centers,
Yeah, go ahead
and
and
we
plug.
go
Yeah, plug
and
that. Yeah, let's talk
we,
about that real quick.
I created a coffee that it's actually a top seller at my restaurant, and somebody gave me the idea that I should like sell it so that people can make it at home. So I came up with a cool recipe and something where people like right now it's just available as a family pack. So if you have like a family coming over and you want to give them some café de olla, which is like a Mexican coffee, um, it's just really easy. You just put the whole thing on the pot, let it boil, and it's ready to serve.
Yeah, if you
And
can share that recipe with me, I'd love to try it
yeah,
here.
yeah, we can like simple uh simple steps to make it like traditionally from your kitchen, and that way you guys can try it and we can do something like that. That'd be cool.
Nice. Well, I'm definitely down for that. Looks like Rooster is definitely interested as well. Hey, everyone, don't forget to follow Julio the Foodie on social media platforms Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Clapper. And don't forget to follow Rooster Demon Daddy on Clapper. And he's also the Latin, oh, shoot, what was it? Latin Sources? Uh-oh, Rooster, you're going to have to remind me. What was your other one? And definitely check yeah, follow us and subscribe. Hey, don't forget, this is the Iron Man Mike podcast. Don't forget to click that notification bell. Go right up here to the top and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Mike and Ansel podcast and the Iron Man Mike show. So I'd love to have you guys on there. And my future guest on a podcast is Julio the Foodie. So we'll have to lock in a date and time. And now that I've got my studio almost dialed in, I'd love to coordinate that date and time. And then, of course, Rooster just wrote, let's see, trade secrets should be private. Leave one a mystery. And then, oh, hey, here's Melissa right here. This is who I was talking about, everyone. Melissa was here last week, helped me set up the podcast, and gave me some great ideas for installing shelving and so forth. So I'm going to be doing a live, doing the install and creating it coming up soon. I don't have an exact date and time yet, but coming soon. So I can't wait to do that. But hey, thank you so much for coming up. Did anything else you want to share before you drop down?
No, man, I'm good. Thank you. Just happy to say hi and excited for the podcast. So I'll be hearing from you soon.
All right. Hey, real quick plug for your restaurant. Your restaurant is it? It's just outside of Dallas, Texas. Give everyone the address if you'd like people to stop by and come have dinner, lunch, and come to your restaurant.
Yeah, we're located in Waxahachie, Texas, just about 30 minutes from Dallas. We're right on 35 towards Waco, and we are on 1313 West Main Street in Waxahachie. So, thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much. If you want to drop yourself, perfect. And hey, thank you so much. And we'll go ahead and set up a date and time for that. And with that, make sure you guys follow Julio the Foodie. So thank you so much for being here, sir. And let's set up a date for the cooking show. Yeah, let's do that. Julio, before you leave, what Sunday? Maybe this, oh, actually, this Sunday I won't be available. Perhaps the following Sunday. If you guys want to do that in 2 weeks, that'll give us time to coordinate a recipe, purchase items, and be ready to rock and roll. So, what do you guys think about 2 Sundays from now? So, not this Sunday coming up, but the following Sunday. So, that's like in a week and a half. So, let me know what you guys' thoughts are, and we'll get that set up. So, let's DM each other and we'll get that rolling. We haven't decided that yet. So somebody wrote in the chat, what are we cooking? We haven't decided that yet. Oh, wait a minute. Street tacos, I think, is going to be the first thing. So we'll probably do some street tacos and maybe a secret dish to go along with it. And that'll be a surprise. You'll have to come to the live food cooking show, which is going to be on a Sunday, and I'll go ahead and do a live stream on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you won't miss it. Especially if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe and smash that notification bell, then you won't get it. So, all right, everyone. Hey, that is the Iron Man Mike podcast. That's what is that? An hour and a half show. Appreciate you guys all being here today. Don't forget our sponsors. Physical Therapy and Wellness Balance Center here in Mooresville, North Carolina. Don't forget to go see Dr. Lexi Haggard, and that's physical. That's Fyzical, Physical Therapy in Mooresville Town Square Clinic Center. And you can reach out to them at 704 360 5511. Hey, ask for Tamara. Tamara is the front desk. Let her know that Iron Man Mike sent you, and you can go ahead and call and set up your own physical therapy and wellness balance center if you need some physical therapy treatments. And I would like to thank once again Julio the foodie for coming up and talking to us about a future show. And I'd like to also thank my special guest who came up, Rooster Demon Daddy. Don't forget to follow him on social media platforms on Clapper, and don't forget to download the most downloadable app in the world, social media, taking social media by storm. The new app is called Clapper. Check it out. It's the orange thumbs up, thumbs down, and orange with white thumbs up and down. It's pretty cool. And don't forget to follow myself, Iron Man Mike, on Instagram and on, TikTok and Clapper. And then, of course, on other social media platforms, just you can go to the Iron Man Mike Show or the Mike and Ansel Show on YouTube. And other than that, thank you all for being here today. You guys all have a great day. And hey, don't forget to check out our next streaming coming to you soon. Good night, everyone.